Will our future as Europeans depend on Kamala Harris or Donald Trump? I am Andrea Colli, Professor of Geopolitics at Bocconi University, and today we are discussing how the upcoming US elections will impact Europe and why it matters for global governance and geopolitics. Ever notice how Europe is always keeping a close eye on who ends up in the Oval Office? It's not just political theater. The decision made by the next US commander-in-chief can shift and impact on Europe priorities and reshape Europe's entire geopolitical landscape. While an eventual Trump administration will confirm, very likely, its isolationist tendencies, a Harris administration will probably be more forced to look at the Pacific scenario. Historically, Europe played a crucial role during the Cold War, when it served as a little brother, subordinate partner in the US-Soviet relations. The military presence of both of the US and Soviet Union in Europe underscored the continent's geopolitical significance. And following the Second World War, Europe relied heavily on the US, viewing it as both protector and benefactor. This relationship has evolved, but the dependency remains a critical aspect of the European security. Yet, we must keep in mind that Europe is not without its own legacy of self-reliance. Think about the European Union, the Concert of Europe in the 19th century, or even the Treaty of Westphalia in 1648, which all of them emphasized the importance of sovereignty and the balance of power. But today, Europe faces a different kind of challenge: internal fractures, rising Euroscepticism, and growing economic inequality. These internal challenges pose a threat to unity, particularly as we face external pressure from global powers like China and Russia. Looking ahead, but also considering its heritage, Europe has an historical responsibility as a defender of liberal values. The path forward will depend, of course, on US leadership, but above all, on Europe's ability to unite in the face of adversity. So, what will the next US election mean for European future? Of course, it's not easy to say. This will oscillate between a fractured relationship with the US to a more cooperative, but on a much less subordinate way, attitude towards an eventual Harris administration.